Hi guys, and welcome to our Busy Babe self-care community. You guys are all part of that awesome page that we just really created. And my idea for that new space and that new page is to give you extra opportunities throughout the month to outside of your challenge groups or outside of your own routines, if you're not part of our groups, to just come and be with us and get extra content and extra stuff to just enrich your overall self-care journey, and just from a knowing place that we're all super busy people, but we are all super busy and also super deserving of finding ways to find time for self-care, whether that be through meal planning or whether that be through exercise or planning out our day in general. So we're just going to kick off with planning out your day and how to find time to literally do it all, but still do you too. We are all very deserving of that. That is for sure. So I had to laugh today. If you follow me on Instagram, I shared this on my stories, but I was reading the Magnolia Journal by the Gaines, Chip and Joanna Gaines, and she had an article in there with this. It was like a perfect tie-in to what we're talking about tonight. I was like, oh my gosh, how funny. She's on our wavelength and we're not alone in this. But this is someone's like dump list, everything we're supposed to do today in 24 hours. And they write it all out and they think about the allotted time that's going to take, and it would take 44 hours instead of our 24. And I think a lot of times we look at all the things that we need to accomplish and work and with our commitments with our families and all the things that we just, that looking at that is so overwhelming. And then what really happens is you don't need, and these are the things that actually happen in your day. I don't know about you, but I totally took a coffee break today, meaning I totally spilled my coffee or got your cardio in running late to work. So these are just funny little things, and I wanted to share that real quick. But anyway, we're going to jump right into what you guys came for tonight, and that is planning. So just like that crazy picture that Joanna had shared in her magazine, we all probably wake up in the morning with this instant feeling of like stress and overwhelm, and you think of all the things you need to do. Or maybe you are one of those people, and this is me. I toss and turn all night if I have to think about all the things that I didn't get done that day before or look forward into the day ahead tomorrow. And I just all night long I'm tossing and turning, and things are waking me up, and I'm thinking about, oh shoot, I didn't fold the laundry yesterday, or oh crap, I completely forgot to pack my lunch box before I went to bed. And what I have found, and if you're a part of my tribe and my girls, we talk a lot about actually evening rituals and things we can do at night to set us up for success, to set us up for a good night's sleep, and to set our next day schedule up before we even hit the bed. And that helps you not only stay organized and schedule out your day, but also do so in a way that you're gonna empower yourself with more sleep. You can sleep soundly at night. So what I nightly, is before I do my unwind process at night, I sit down for 5 minutes and I just make what we call a dump list. And this can be done on the planners I shared with you guys in the email yesterday, last night in our page, or you can just literally sometimes I just grab one of those, I have one of those like shopping lists magnets on my refrigerator, and sometimes I just rip a page off of that and just write on there. And I write down everything that comes to mind that I need to do that day, from walking my dog to checking the mail to paying a bill. So all the things that I can think of, and this wasn't even nearly all the things that I needed to do today, but this was all the things that came to my mind when I did my brain dump last night. And I just write them all down. So as I'm talking, if you want to start thinking and making your brain dump, this can be an action-oriented call. So you're killing two birds with one stone, and you're planning out your day tomorrow. You're also here to learn. So go ahead and do it. You can write down everything that comes to your mind that you need to get done tomorrow. So just write. 5 minutes though. Like set a timer if you have to. This shouldn't be like a big long process. Not an overthinking thing. Just think of all the things that usually keep you up at night. And then what I do is I go to that list, so my same list, and I highlight or circle or use some kind of color. So you can use your cool color coding system, highlight the things that you want to make the top 3 things. Like, they are the things that non-negotiable, just have to get done tomorrow. They need to come number 1 as far as commitments. So it might not be, you know, I always say self-care number 1, but maybe there's things in life tomorrow that first you need to think about, okay, I need to make sure I meet that deadline at work tomorrow, or I need to make sure I turn in that paper on time at my 9 a.m. class at school. You know, whatever that may be, you know, you need to think about what 3 things have to be your top goals and your top priorities for your day. And I circle or highlight those 3 things with one of my colors. I talked about bringing some colors. So I hope you brought color pencils or highlighters with you tonight on the call. Then when I've identified those 3 things, I use my, this is a daily planner, and I've kind of just zoomed in on it so you guys can see my top 3 daily goals. I love that it has little check boxes next to each thing, because I'm a checklist girl. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel as accomplished and proud of myself as humanly possible when I can check something off a list. So these are my top 3. I had to prep this webinar. I had to get ready for this call. I needed to make a new client email for my new boot camp that starts next week. And I also needed to catch up in a training program that I'm a part of right now for my business. So those are the top 3 things. I knew I couldn't get more behind in that training. I knew that email had to go out, and I knew I had to be here with you all tonight. So those are my top 3 goals to get done today. Also, I love that in this top 3 plan and this priority section is also that me time, because essentially, yes, you have your top 3 that have to get done in work or life or business, but you also have your top the heart and soul of your life needs to be you. So you need to think about, okay, what will my me time be tomorrow? And for me, I challenged myself. I wasn't going to struggle to get out there and do my run part of my me time, but I often put off or do a shorter stretch or yoga practice, and I knew I needed, and if you follow my journey, like, I had an injury last weekend, so I really need to make sure I take care of myself with my self-care, with extra stretching, with extra yoga practice to make sure that doesn't happen again. So that post-run yoga was essential to my me time today. And also, I have not been sleeping well because I haven't been doing a good job, and I'm preaching this PM ritual to you right now, but I haven't been doing a very good job with making sure I also do my PM, like, cool off and unwind process. And for me, that's a meditation nightly. Using my streaming service of workouts, I also have a meditation station, which is really neat. And I do my meditations at night. It's a 5 to 10 minute ritual, and it really helps me just set the tone for my day tomorrow and let go of everything that happened today. And I haven't done that for the past 4 nights. I'm here to admit that, that I'm not perfect, and I needed to do that. That needed to be my priority today. So you have your top 3 things. You have your me time scheduled out. And me time can come, I can share some other ideas in our Busy Babe community page too for you guys. But me time could look like an extra 5 minutes in the shower, or sitting down on the couch and reading your book in peace and quiet tonight, or I don't know, taking a bubble bath. Like, me time is a very much you-centered thing, and you have to figure out what it is that you need each and every day. It might be your workout. It might be, if that's something that you really want to implement in your life and you're not committing to each and every day, then that 30 minutes to work out might be your you time. So just challenge you to establish that. So from there, I go back to my list now, and you can see over here, in this section is a to-do list, okay? So you have your priorities, and now this mini to-do list I like, because now you can look at this big, huge list, you know what your priorities are, but you know there's other things that are really important and would really be helpful to get done in your day too, so that your week continues to progress and that you reach your goals or whatever you're working for. So then you can think about, okay, so what are the next 8 things on that list? I'm going to color them a different color. What are the 8 things that I can do now and put them on the to-do list? So they're not really the number 1 things, but they need to be, or if at all humanly possible, I need to get them done too. And I go back through and I think that through. And then I make them a color again, and then I throw them on the to-do list part. So these are the things that I wanted and needed to do today. Now I don't want to say needed to do because they weren't on the top 3 priorities, but they were kind of essential. Like they needed to get done today. I mean, they really did. And I'm sure that when you look at your list there, you can make a great divide with the 8 things that have to be next versus like the other things that could maybe be like folding the laundry, set aside tomorrow. I mean, I will be honest, most days the washing your hair too kind of sometimes goes to the wayside. But so really think about how you can be best utilizing your next 8 to-do items, all right? So you got that all planned out. You're just tracking right along here at this point. We are whizzing right through this, 15 minutes in. So I hope you have questions. Anyway, so now that you have this like big part of your planner left, okay? So you've made your top 3 to-dos, and I actually ended up taking a picture of mine to share out because it was really hard to do it digitally because there's so many little lines and things going on here. So this is a picture of mine from earlier. You can see those same top 2, 3 things, those top things to do are at the top. They're highlighted yellow. And then I have my blue things on my to-do list. And then what I do is I make a schedule. If you want to invest in an awesome planner, like if you want to go on a Target run or all that, you know, I always encourage Target runs. Go check out Target, but make sure the planner that you pick has a scheduler in it that has the hour-by-hour breakdown of your day. So this one is kind of cool though, because you can adjust it depending on your wake up time and your schedule of the day. You know, some people might go past 7, 8 o'clock. You know, you get up later in the morning, but some people are early risers, so you can make it work for your schedule. So my day starts at 5 a.m. I wake up, I do my gratitudes, I have my pre-workout breakfast an hour before I do my run. I run a lot for an hour, and then the yoga shower. Like I just like started to think about my day. But what I do actually, I kind of jumped ahead of myself. I make my schedule hour by hour on here, and then I started with my 3 must-dos. Now you see that they didn't end up right on top of my list. They didn't end up first. I wasn't, you know, prepping a call or catching up on a training at 5 a.m. That wouldn't be serving for me. My brain's not ready yet. I have to do my workout to get my good endorphins going in the morning first. So it doesn't mean that they have to be the first 3 things you do in that day. That's not the case at all. You just need to figure out where they are non-negotiable going to go in your day. So you can see at 1 o'clock, I made my new client email and I got that sent out. At 4 o'clock, I prepped this webinar. Like I didn't do that till at the very end of the day. But that's when my creative energy was here for this. So that is kind of, you know, when you do your top 3 things is really dependent on where you thrive. You know, are you the best creative thinker in the morning? Are you doing are the things that have to get to the day not going to start till 10 a.m. because that's what time you get to work? You have to make it work in your day, but you have this whole layout and whole glance at your day ahead right in front of you. So it should be pretty easy to put in there. And then what I did was I moved to my blue list. So I looked at all those other things that needed to get done. And the blue stuff on here, that all went in next. So my run, my yoga came first in the morning, the check-ins, my back to school group, like creating that. All those blue things came in next. All right. And then you can see, do you see all the black? Like that is all my extra time that I had beyond my top 3 daily goals and beyond the extra 8 to-do list items, okay? So then what I did was I referred back to that big, overwhelming dump list, and I realized, oh my gosh, I have time to work on some content creation today. I have time to start that meal plan to share to my clients on Friday morning. I have time to fold a basket of laundry. My husband came home and he's like, oh my God, you actually folded some laundry today? I was like, yeah. And I was like really proud of that. And we had dinner. I called my mom, but she ignored my call. But that's okay. I call her tomorrow. I got to walk my dog today. We went on a really fun walk. So what I'm saying is a lot of times it's just a case of needing to take some time and think about what do you really got to do today? And what are like 8 things that would be really, really awesome to do today too? And then you're going to find, wow, I had some time for that extra stuff too. So that is pretty darn cool. And what I love about the little planner that I did share out with you guys, if you're just getting started, you know, you might be somebody that is not a part of our wellness communities, our VIP experiences and a fitness challenge, and maybe you're not tracking your meals currently and using our apps that we do use. If you're just getting started, a great way to start thinking about your healthy eating habits is to simply track your water intake. That is huge. So with the combination of making you time necessary every day, whether that be to take a walk, to do an exercise, to get to bed early, whatever that you time looks like, plus staying hydrated every day, drinking 8 glasses of water or half of your body weight in water is actually what is recommended. And being able to track that here on the bottom is really, really a huge tool. Like if you just started tracking your hydration, you would be so much more mentally clear and focused to crush out this to-do list, and same with your healthy eating habits. So sometimes it's just awareness of what you're putting into your mouth. So just write down everything you eat for breakfast, write down everything you eat for lunch and your snacks and your dinner, and make it a commitment to track that here on this page, just like you're training or you're planning. And I think what you'll find is just that you catch things and you start seeing your habits. And it's a really cool way to get yourself started in healthy eating habits as well. So that's pretty cool. Also, you'll see, I cut it off, I think, but on this big planner, the notes section, what I like to use the notes section for is those scatterbrained, could totally make you procrastinate thoughts that you have in your head throughout the day. Like, ooh, tomorrow I need to do this. Or, ooh, that's such a good idea. I want to do that. Or I want to talk to this person. Or I need to, like, something, any of those pop-up thoughts that sometimes we decide that when they're not necessary and they're not a part of our daily plan, what happens is we get so scatterbrained within them, and we go talk to, you know, we get off our plan because we think about these like awesome, amazing thoughts that run through our head, right? But we bounce off of them. And then we get all flustered because we're off of our schedule and our plan because we started giving time to things that weren't on that brain dump. They weren't part of the original plan for the day. So instead of letting that happen, it's really powerful tool to instead jot it down as an awesome thought note in the notes section. And then when you go to your brain dump tonight, you can go back to those awesome thoughts and those random thoughts and actions and put them on your to-do list for tomorrow. And then that way you're not getting thrown off course or procrastinating or, you know, off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We've all been there. We've all had the things in life that distract us, probably by the minute, a lot of days. And then you just feel frustrated and flustered, right? So try instead just write down as like a powerful, thoughtful note that you can refer back to on your next day's brain dump. So guys, that's pretty much all I have to share. This is just a starting block to get yourself started in planning. This is what I do. Planning, it really truly is different for every single person. And it's unique to all of you. And it has to be, you know, based on what works for you, but I hope that you were able to take some tips away, and I would be more than happy if you have any questions. If you're too shy to talk, you can pop them in the chat section, or if you want to chit chat and ask your questions, now is the time, and I would love to share more with you guys, or you can talk about anything. I'm so glad you're here.
So I can just talk?
Yeah, hey, I hear you.
Cool.
Welcome to the Zoom life. This is our life around here.
I know, right?
I'm so excited for you.
So the other night, I was like, it was the first workout, right? And I was like, okay, I got to prepare for my morning because it's so early.
Right.
And if I don't like plan every 15 minutes, then I'm going to miss something, or I'm not going to be able to accomplish it. So that actually really, really helped.
Yeah. So like planning, I think a lot of times we like, okay, we'll plan our day in the morning, right? That's like the natural, like what everybody does thing, right? That's or you just don't plan at all. And I think it's really powerful. It's just super empowering to plan out your day the night before. That way you can, I don't know, do you find that you're sleeping better and like mastering your routine in the morning? Like getting a lot more done than you used to?
Oh, absolutely. I was never the one to like be tracking the time of the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, like hitting that time, knowing the next thing I got to do to get to that next, like to get my shower, to get out, like get the lunch, get the out the door, you know, like it helped so much. I felt so much better at work. I got on time today. Like,
look at you.
Hard.
This is so awesome. And what you have to do is just, you have to stick to that, like for the next couple weeks. And then what happens is that it becomes your routine. Like, it's just like brushing your teeth in the morning. Like what you do in the morning is like so ritual. And like, I honestly am to the point where if I don't do exactly what I do every single morning, I'm like the biggest like beast in the world. Like I'm not myself at all. Like when we go on vacation, even like last weekend, I was like, well, wait a minute. I like didn't bring my gratitude journal with me. I am all off the rocker. Like what is going on? I slept till 8 o'clock. Like I was like, like I was just like, overwhelmed, you know, and feeling funky.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so funny, but yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear your success. That is great, Kate.
Yeah.
That is such a good share. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions? I'm gonna be all shy. Was this helpful?
Yeah.
I've got dogs barking. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
Shush.
Hi, Buffy. I know. I sent Jordan and Tucker upstairs because I was like, every single time I have a call, Tucker's going to work about something. So.
Well, Sadie likes your voice, Liesl. So this is.
Oh, hi, Sadie. Thank you.
He was jumping up before, like, who's talking to me?
Aw, that's nice.
I used to be like a planning freak when I was in high school, when I was in college. I mean, I had everything down to the minute. And then I got out of college and I like dropped that. So this has been great to kind of get back into it because I try to have a schedule at work too. And I think that will help me as well.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, the planning can, you know, it can evolve from your self-care and your workout, but it can also go right into the planning of your whole day, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And don't you feel like, you know, I know like we all are working on the early morning workout thing. But when you do work out in the morning, don't you feel a little bit more focused and just overall?
I do. And I used to do it in college, but it's been hard for me, like with my anxiety and stuff to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So trying to get up, and then, you know, I got this little one right here and her brother that, you know, decide, maybe we'll
I will tell you that when Jordan works like the night shifts and isn't at home in the mornings and I have to take the dog out, like that throws me off my schedule too. Like, oh, wait a minute, this is an extra 10 minutes that is not part of my routine. And you have to, and that's another good thing to talk about is that we are constantly, our routines change all the time and our demands that we have at work go through seasons and our commitments go through different busy seasons and less busy seasons and things like that. And sometimes you have to know it's okay to give and that's kind of the power of the brain dump, and that you do this every night as a ritual because every day won't look the same, right? Yes, right. It's awesome. I mean, every day we strive to make those habits and those same routines, but it's also, you have to give yourself grace that it's not always going to look the same way. So,
right.
Yeah.
Some mornings I come out and my living room's completely destroyed. So then that's another 20 minutes that I need to change.
Yeah. And you know what too? If you sit down at night and you look at today and there were things that didn't get done, and there's things that didn't get done on my what I share with you guys. What I do is I just start out by looking at today and circling the things that I didn't get done. And then what I do is I just automatically make them those top priorities for the next day.
Right.
And then, you say, yep, well, you can't win them all. Look at all the things that I did do today, and those are going to come tomorrow, and it's okay. So, yeah, that's another thing.
I just have one more question. Is like the meal plans like gonna be made every week for us?
Yeah.
Like you're have those every week?
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am. So we have the Morning Meltdown 100 ones. I also just today, I actually have a brand new exciting meal plans to share for portion control if you're a portion control follower. So those will be going out too. It's really, really pretty. I'm really excited. So I want to step up my game. I stepped up my game with the Morning Meltdown first, and then but I really want to do that. That was on my big dream to-do list. So
Awesome.
they're looking really pretty, and I'm excited. But yes, they'll be shared every Friday on our page by lunchtime.
Okay. So I don't know how to do that, and I was like, I don't even know.
So that is, we kind of do like Foodie Friday, I guess you could call it, and you will always get your meal plan.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Yeah, because I know some people shop on Saturdays, some do it Sundays, some people like to use like grocery pickup, so they want to put their orders in and all that stuff. So, all right.
Yeah, I definitely use that meal plan as inspiration, but I did find a new love of my life in the Morning Meltdown nutrition plan.
Oh yeah, and that's the cool thing about it. You can totally swap out with any of that.
Yeah, I found the oatmeal recipe they have, like with apple and cinnamon.
Isn't that so good?
When I first made it, though, I forgot the maple syrup, and I was like, "This is so bland. Why would anyone enjoy this?"
And you were like, "Why did I sign up for this?"
And I was like, "This cannot be right." And I went back and reread it, and I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot the maple syrup." And then
the print is very small.
Yeah, and then the turkey pesto sandwich is also.
Oh yeah, I haven't had that one yet, but it looks so good.
Oh, it's divine.
I'm so happy to hear you're loving them. That's good. That's so good.
Yeah, like usually I'd have like, like a quick easy thing like a peanut butter sandwich and chips, but now I'm like eating that sandwich and then having I'm kind of picky with veggies. I'm not a big like carrot person.
Yeah.
But I love like the little packages of hummus to go that they have. So I've been like cutting up tomato and cucumber and stuff for that. Instead of chips, I've had that instead.
Yeah, and it's pretty much just as quick and easy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, buying the little to-go packs, you just grab it and throw it in your lunchbox. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, just like you would grab and go throw in that peanut butter and jelly, right?
Right.
See, and look at you, 20 steps ahead of the game. Good job, girl. This is so fun. I love hearing your success. Super cool. Anybody else have anything to share? Or busy babes, we gotta go do dump lists and to-do lists and all the things and get to bed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, girls, thank you so much for being on. I, of course, will have a recording of this. If you ever want to go back and refer to it, I'll get it posted in the morning in our little busy babe page. Okay?
Awesome.
All right, well, this is helpful, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.